Writing a good essay starts with good critical reading. So in this video, we're going to talk about what it means to read critically. Reading critically means that you're looking for textual evidence that will help support your points that you build in your body paragraphs. Good critical reading involves two skills. The first is to make sure you're asking questions about the text when you notice things. And then second, you want to make sure that you're writing down textual evidence that will support your answer that you are developing in your body paragraphs. Let's look at an example. Suppose that we have an AP question asking us about Emily Dickinson's poem, I Hide Myself Within My Flower. And this is the specific question. How does Dickinson's use of images of proximity and distance convey her understanding of love in I Hide Myself Within My Flower? Let's start to read the poem critically. The first thing we notice is that Dickinson begins both stanzas with the same line. So we ask ourselves, what connection does this establish? If she's using the same line to start both stanzas, she wants to suggest a similarity or otherwise connect the ideas that she develops in each. When we get to the second line, however, we notice a bit of a difference. The first stanza talks about wearing the flower on the breast, which suggests closeness, while in the second stanza, Dickinson suggests distance by saying that the flower is fading from the vase, or it's dying. In the third line, we see the same use of the same word, unsuspecting, so we're going to ask ourselves, what does it mean to be unsuspecting? And significantly, how should we understand that term as connecting these two stanzas, given that we've just seen two different understandings of what the flower signifies? We see another difference here in the red box. The first stanza talks about wearing the flower. It's a physical connection, while in the second stanza, Dickinson mentions feeling for the flower, i.e. it's a psychological point of emphasis that Dickinson is developing. So finally, in the last line of each stanza, we see another difference. What is the difference between angels knowing the rest and the sense of loneliness? In the first stanza, angels knowing the rest suggests certainty, while in the second stanza, we reiterate that sense of something's disappearing, there's a loss going on, that connects to that second line fading from your vase. So we step back and look at these different things we've noticed and the different questions we've asked, and we see that the closeness in the first stanza emphasizes the connection between Dickinson's speaker and the addressee. However, Dickinson's imagery in the second stanza emphasizes that this connection is something that may disappoint, perhaps because the closer the speaker gets to the addressee, the further apart the two end up being. This is a summary of answers to the different questions we've asked, and we answered those questions based on textual evidence. If we go back and look what we've put in our respective boxes, we've got good textual evidence to help us write our body paragraphs. Remember, when you're reading critically, you want to always ask the text important questions, and you want to write down things you notice for use in your body paragraphs as you write them.